Right, let's see. Yep, looks good. Evening. Wrong screen. Let's have that screen. Yep, that's better. Evening all. Hopefully we're good and live. Give us a thumbs up underneath if we are. Type something down the comments down here, and then I know we're good to go. Marvellous. Let's see, just give it a second or two, because there was a little bit of a delay. Bum, 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 bum. Is there anybody there? There's people there. Can they hear and see me? Ah, yes, there we are. We're getting a thumb. Thank you very much, whoever that is. Right, okay. I'm assuming we're good to go. Good-o. Evening, David. Evening, Paul. Excellent. There we are. So with this slight time lag, which is very annoying. I don't know if it's my internet slow or YouTube slow or what. Anyway, not to worry. Rightio, here we are then. So I hope we've all had a jolly week. It's gone very quickly. It's been a hectic week. Trying to sort out the aftermath of the auction and yeah, chasing up payments and things. So we're all good. Everyone's paid. That's good. And I'll just load up the truck for tomorrow. So anybody, if you want to collect your stuff from the auction, last week's auction, tomorrow at the Elephant House, I'll be there from 11-ish. Until I originally said 4, but when I say 4, I mean I am leaving at 4 at the absolute latest, because I've got to get back here to Cambridge for Alan the carrier, because he's got 7 or 8 loads to collect from here tomorrow night, so I can't be late leaving the Elephant House. So if you're planning on coming, just move the camera a little bit. Oh, that's a little bit better. Try and get there by, well, you know, earlier the better really, then we can get you loaded up and away. Evening Gary, evening Peter. Also, if you're coming to drop anything off for the next auction on the 29th of May, you can do that as well tomorrow at the Elephant House. Evening Peter. Again, sort of 11-ish, till try and be there by 3 at the latest. So if you've got machines, fairground art, circusy bits, advertising stuff, enamel signs, all that kind of stuff, vintage radios, all that sort of stuff we used to sell, vintage toys, Americana, automobilia, etc. Not junk and rubbish, we don't want that. But, you know, half decent stuff. So I shall start putting the catalogue up early next week on Easy Live. So the plan is at the moment, collecting from Elephant House tomorrow. Sunday I'll be here back in Cambridge if you want to come here. If that's easy for you, I'll be around all day on Sunday, trying to photograph stuff and get it catalogued. There's a few machines turning up tomorrow and some other stuff already here that's coming the week. So trying to catch up with some photographs tomorrow. Sorry, Sunday. And then probably Monday or Tuesday, depending, once I've got that stuff done, I'll upload the first of the catalogue to Easy Live. So obviously, if you get your stuff to me in time, it will get more exposure, because then it'll probably be, I'll probably do it then, you know, an update again like a week's time or something. So just bear that in mind if you're thinking of putting stuff in to get the maximum exposure, to sell your stuff, get it to me tomorrow in Leamington, Sunday here in Cambridge, if you possibly can. And that will guarantee it goes on Easy Live at the first time. So then next weekend, I'm going to do it the other way around. So next weekend I'll be here in Cambridge on the 14th, the Saturday, and I'll be in Leamington Sunday the 15th. I might only be able to be there for a couple of hours in the morning because there's some other things going on that day. So it might be like a 10 till 12ish or something, but we'll definitely be there on Sunday at some point on the 15th. And then the following weekend, we'll swap them the days around again. So that weekend, the 21st, I'll be in Leamington, and the 22nd back here in Cambridge. So each of the next 3 weekends, I'm at both locations. So you can catch me, hopefully, whichever's the most convenient for you. Then the 22nd will have to be strict closing date because obviously the stuff's got to be uploaded to Easy Live and give people a few days chance to come and view it if they want to, and so on and so on. So 22nd, absolute deadline, won't be extended. Anything after that will then go for the next auction, so just bear that in mind as well. Weekdays, I'm usually around Cambridge, but it's a bit of a busy week or two, but you know, if you're coming this way for anything else, just give me a shout and we'll try and sort something out. So that's where we're at with that. I'd say Alan's coming Saturday to pick up a load of stuff for a load of people. Then he'll be here again then next on that closing weekend, the 21st or 2nd I think is coming. So in the meantime, if you're a long way away and you're sending stuff in for auction with Alan, get hold of him, because that will be his last trip then before the auction. So bear that in mind as well. Goodo. What else do we need to tell you auction wise? I think that's it for the next auction. A couple of people have said, how about doing the auction earlier in the day, like 10 o'clock on a Sunday or something. Now, when I did the survey thing a few weeks ago, a couple of months ago, whenever it was now, when I said we were going to start up doing these live auctions, the majority of people said, because I did ask the question, do you want to do it in the morning, afternoon, evening, makes no odds to me. And the majority of people said, keep it the same, because that's what we're used to, 1 o'clock. So that's what we did. But since then, a couple of people have said, oh, actually, it might be better to do it in the morning, because then we can be done by lunchtime and we've got the afternoon free, as we're not viewing in the morning as we would normally do. So I'm open again to suggestions on that one. If people want to, you know, obviously I'll do whatever the majority of people prefer. But if people think it's a good idea to do it in the morning, we'll perhaps do that. We'll give it a whirl and see what happens. It would mean potentially you'd have time, possibly, depending on how far away you are, to buy something in the morning and come and collect it perhaps in the afternoon. Be a bit tight for time, but you know, if you weren't a million miles away, it might be possible. So have a think on that one in the meantime. We'll perhaps do that. To say, it really makes no odds to me what time of day to do it. So we'll see what people think. So that's all that, and then other auctions coming up. There'll be an Auction of Horrors, probably October. The amusement auctions, I'm thinking doing 2 months apart at the moment for the rest of the year, see how we go. If we get more than enough stuff to do that, then I'm happy to do monthly again, but in the meantime we'll try and do them 2 monthly. There'll be another couple of clearance auctions I've got to do from here. There's a company used to sell a lot of stuff to a prop hire company. Have been in touch. They're closing down probably, so might get all that stuff. Yeah, so there's things in the pipeline. I haven't set any more dates yet, but as soon as we confirm things up, then I will do. So just keep an eye, obviously, on all of that. Speaking of dates, 3rd of July, let's see, I'll put a little diary date bit here on the front page of the website, will be our next social. I'll fill this in as soon as I've got it sorted out a bit more. But up at Robert's Arcade, Robert and Clive's Arcade, up at Woodbank in Bingley. So yeah. Again, we've got a dedicated little area for ourselves that you know, we can bring stuff and, like we did at Northampton, show off to each other, sort of thing. Bring a machine or two, or some fairground art, or whatever you want, really, to sort of show, you know, a project you've got half done or something. Perhaps you need some help with anything like that. Have a think. And obviously there's the arcade to play, and there's various other, there's quite a lot of interesting stuff there. I understand the people who own the place are collectors themselves, so all sorts of interesting stuff to look at. And a garden centre to look around, of course, and a cafe to have lunch in. And the sun will be shining, apparently, guaranteed, so there we are. So that should be a good day. So that's Sunday the 3rd of July. So plonk that one in your diary, which is, what's that, a couple of months away. To have a think what you'd like to bring. And again, perhaps I'll do like I did on the Northampton one. If you're bringing something to show people, let me know and I'll start making a list on the page. Like we did at Northampton, that seemed to work quite well. And again, we kind of got a nice mix of stuff, so everybody didn't end up bringing the same thing, which would, well, that might look quite spectacular. A line of 10 machines all the same. It's kind of a bit boring, isn't it, when you see one? So you want variety, hopefully, be nice. And like I said last time, it doesn't have to be the rarest thing on earth or the most valuable thing. That's not the point. The point really was to just see, perhaps try and find some things that you know, you don't see every day of the week, really. And as I say, Northampton, it worked really well. There's quite a few unusual things. If you didn't go to that one, there's a little video here on the cup of tea page if you don't know where to find it on the website when you log in. Or the little link on the home page. The diary date here, just click on that, that takes you there. But yeah, so that's good. Plonk it in your diaries and we'll see you there. Hopefully we can get a good turnout. Obviously further up north, so it's a long way from us down south, but a lot nearer for those up north who always used to moan where everything always happens down south. So there we are. We're taking note of that and we're moving up north for the day. Those of us who are down south, perhaps, you know, it might be a good idea. Obviously, most collectors know each other to try and sort out a bit of, I don't know, car sharing or whatever. See what we can do. I will find out what, you know, if there's any hotels and whatnot local to it as well in due course. I'm sure there is somewhere. So yeah, bear that one in mind. Website wise this week, I don't think there's much to show you. It's been most of the stuff I've been doing is sort of back end stuff to make it easier to list things, and I've been messing around with the categories. You'll notice if you go on the little museum logo, the little archive bit, you'll probably see there's quite a lot of new pages being created. I'm sort of been going through trying to sort out all the fairground stuff and recategorize that so it's easier to find in due course, and a whole load of pages have been updated with whatever. Sometimes it might be simply just a spelling mistake, other times there's pictures been added or things shuffled around or whatever. So what I'm trying to do is make the fairground section a bit easier to find stuff. So principally most stuff, if it's anything to do with rides, come under ride, funnily enough. So for example, under gallopers we've got carved mounts, carved panels, fiberglass horses and things, fiberglass panels, painted panels, twisted brass, etc. Just trying to break stuff down so you haven't got if you're trying to look for prices of stuff in the past, or images to compare or whatever, you haven't got just a whole great big page of fairground stuff of hundreds and hundreds of things to wade through to try and find the thing you want. So this is just literally, if you click on that one, then all you get is fiberglass horses. All of those ones are sold over the years. Seem to have got a horse's bum there for some reason. Ah, it's because he had a broken leg, poor thing. But there we are. So I've been twiddling around with that. You might, I haven't done all of it, so there will be some odd things, and if you spot something in the wrong section, just let me know, because there's bound to be somewhere. See, juveniles at the moment is a huge category. I need to break that down a bit, and then yeah, plodding along, and we're also working on toys. I keep forgetting these drop down menus don't show on the video, but yeah, the same again in toys, again trying to break it down so it's easy to find stuff for reference and price comparisons and whatnot. So yeah, that's sort of what I've been up to. Keep doing a bit of that every now and again. There we are. So anybody got any questions, queries, comments or whatever, let me know. Otherwise, that's probably about it. As I say, it's only just a quick one because I've been busy sorting out auctions and getting everybody's stuff together, loading up the truck, sorting Alan out. I think he's made more at this auction than I did, funnily enough. Probably by quite a long way, actually. But never mind. Hopefully the next one might actually make some money out of. It did cost more to run this past auction on Easy Live than I earned in Buyer's Premium and whatnot. But there we are. It was a bit of an experiment. A good practice one, and amazingly we got it to work first time, so that was pretty good, I think. So there we are. If not, otherwise, next video will be Sunday night. I should have, you know, I'll know what stuff we've had in over the, on Sunday, obviously, so I can update you on the latest new lots that are coming on Saturday and Sunday, and then. As I say, Monday, Tuesday, I'll get them up and start building the catalogue on Easy Live. So get your stuff to me ASAP, and then you get the most exposure, and hopefully get you some good prices for it. It'll be interesting to see what happens. Peter's off nighty night. Catch you soon, no doubt. Yeah, a couple of people said, what do I think is going to happen price-wise on this first auction? I said, I don't know, but I suspect prices will be good. Just looking at what odd machines have sold here and there over the past year or two. Certainly on the Cold Con, it's you know, the prices seem to have held up over the past year or whatever we've done. I'm not sure how many machines we've sold, but quite a few. That's something we might look at Sunday night. I did think perhaps I'll have a review of all the machines we sold over the past year, and just stick them all together as a bit of a refresher, really, of what's happened over the past year. So if I get time, that is. There is more important things need doing, obviously, but yeah, if I get time to put that all together, there's like a slideshow thing we can have running in the background as we have a chit chat on Sunday. Yeah, so there we are. I think that's it from me. Any questions from anybody? Questions, comments, queries, whatever, fire away. If not, then I'll bid you all farewell and see some of you tomorrow at the Elephant House, and probably some of you Sunday here in Cambridge with all your goodies, and yeah, roll on to a good auction. So let's just give it a second or two, see if anyone's got any questions while I have another mouthful of tea. If not, that'll be it. Marvellous. Let's see, doesn't look like it. Everyone's quiet, so I think it's probably about it. I don't think there's anything else to report. I'm sure I haven't forgotten anything. You know where I am if you want me in the meantime anyway. And yeah, that's it, I think. Right. I shall go and grab something to eat and catch you Sunday night. Let's just stick a note on here. Oops, can't spell. I always move my keyboard further away when I do these things and I can't type properly. Next video, Sunday, 8:05 PM as usual. See you then. There you go. Marvellous. Right, that's it. Night all. I'm off. Catch you then. Toodaloo.